What's going on, my Patriots out there, huh? Patriots for America first. I hope you all are having a good evening. So, I am going to give it a minute or two. We're going to let some people pop in here, folks. We got a lot to cover. It's going to be a packed show. We've got a lot of things we got to cover. So, everybody, gather around. Gather around. What else we got? But folks, we got quite a bit of things we're going to cover. So get in here so we can get started, folks. I hope you guys are having a good evening. If you want, pop in some chat. Get a little chit chat going on here, Patriots. We got a lot of things going on. I am kind of excited. Of course, we're all bummed out. We got all kinds of emotions going on. Guys, pile on in here. We got a lot of things to cover, folks. Oh, a lot of new people, a lot of excitement. Guys, just almost overnight, we have built up almost close to 300 people almost. Guys, you guys are doing amazing recruiting out there. Props to my wife, Terry Lynn. Guys, give her a round of applause. She's been out there just killing it, helping out. And of course, I know you guys have been out sharing and recruiting for us, for our movement. Guys, this Patriot movement, I'm telling you, we can keep this going. Let's keep this momentum going. I'm stoked. So we're going to be talking about a few different things. I know some of you guys have been having questions, so we're going to be talking about a lot of those things tonight. So buckle in. Come on, guys, pile on in here. I guess we're going to go ahead. I'm going to address one question. Hello from Mississippi. What up, Patriot? All right. Guys, I mean, I'm wearing my new We the People shirt. It's pretty awesome. I don't really feel like standing up right now. I just ate dinner. Hello from Mississippi. All right. Any other states want to represent? You're just going to let Mississippi get away with that. Now, one thing I want to address, I don't know if Karen Scaife, if you're watching, I wanted to kind of read her comment because I told her I would answer this on video. She did post in our group. She said, thanks for the invite. She said, I'm a Trump supporter and I am so upset as to what is going on. 74 million people voted for President Donald J. Trump, and we had our rights taken from us. So many questions is what can we do to make this right? It seems to me everything that Trump went through after the election failed in all the courts. I know all about the deep state, and I'm hoping and praying we get our country back before Biden ruins everything. Been so upset for 4 years, actually, seeing what Trump had to endure. And she goes on to say a few more things. But I wanted to address that with you guys a little bit, too, because I know there's a lot of fears, okay? Will we get Trump back in office real soon? I don't know. It's a possibility. I mean, we still have a potential option, and I'm going to cover that here in just a little bit once we can get a few more people to pile in. Guys, where are you at tonight? I got Mississippi in the house. Who else? We got to get this show rolling, folks. I got a lot to cover, so I'm pretty excited. Pretty stoked. I need to get this to cancel out. There we go. All right. And also, too, guys, anybody popping in or watching this on replay, don't forget, down along the bottom, you can get all of our social media stuff. Right now, we're going to be expanding our social media because eventually we're probably going to get kicked off Facebook. You guys know this. I mean, we're not doing anything wrong. We're not inciting violence. We are patriots. We love our country. We love freedom. We love rights. We should not have any problems with any social platform. But you know how that goes. So, guys, make sure to pay attention to that ticker down there because, again, jot down the information. We've got Rumble. We've got Telegram. Now, are we super active in those? No, but we will be. And also they're backups. So if all of a sudden one day you show up and Patriots for America First is gone on Facebook, you know where we went. Okay. Also, MAGA book is coming. Okay. MAGA book, folks, if you don't know, it's like a Facebook. We have a MeWe, which is also like Facebook. And we're also going to have a MAGA book. These will all be like Facebooks. All right. MAGA book. We are going to build that. So, guys, we don't have that one yet, but just pay attention to it. So, but everything else on the social media, make sure you do that. But guys, get on in here. We got some stuff to talk about. So first of all, if you notice the thumbnail on tonight's, broadcast, it says 1/22/2021 AT. That's right, after Trump. So I put that in there. I thought I'd just point that out. And so anything, obviously BT before Trump. Again, don't take that wrong. My fellow Christians, I'm not replacing him with Jesus. I'm not putting him on that level. So don't panic. But Trump fans, right? We just know it's like, man, we're living in these after Trump years right now, and it already sucks. I'm putting it out there already. We already all know this. So, guys, I want to talk a little bit about. Obviously, the title is, I didn't want to do something too clickbait. I probably could have really tried to, because we got. I don't know, that sounds bad, but there's some really good stuff going on. One is really like, what's the next phase of this movement? Well, the first phase is what we're doing right now, guys, is you guys sharing the crap out of the Patriots for America First Facebook group, getting everybody here. Once we raise these voices, again, everybody subscribe to all the different social platforms that we're at. That way we can easily move over to other platforms if we get shut down. That's the first step, guys, is the first phase is establishing the voices. See, what I'm trying to do is wrangle in the voices. I'm trying to herd them in, because there's so many voices out there. There's groups doing this, other groups, other people, and that's great. They're all allies. But let's start wrangling everybody in together. Let's start uniting our voices, because it's when we're together, that's when we're the strongest, right? I want to make sure we can put all of our voices, it's, in such an amazing just ball of loudness that they cannot silence us. They cannot drown us out. Our voices will be heard. So we're going to focus that, right? And, Donald Trump told us, he tweeted that we'd have a giant voice soon. Now, we could also say that that's also the name of like the emergency broadcast system, with the military. So that could be code. All right. We know that as well. But even if not, we still can be that giant voice that's going to rise above everything, folks. All right. So first thing, let's talk a little bit about the impeachment of Donald Trump. Okay. I know you guys are concerned about this. What will that mean for his future? Now, I got to say that according to Alan Dershowitz, right, he's saying that everything is unconstitutional. At this point, they're probably going to push it forward because it is a circus clown show, right? They're, Pelosi and her freaking little band of clowns are going to get out, and they're going to run around and, and do stupid things and talk and say all the stupid things that's going to trigger us. And then, but the problem is they have to get a judge to preside over this trial. Naturally, the judge would be John Roberts, and he's already said that he doesn't want to do it. Whether they talk him into it, bribe him, whatever, I'm sure they'll probably try to blackmail him with some of his pedophiles or something, and be like, well, you have to do it. And then he might just all of a sudden miraculously turn around, and next thing you know, he's presiding over it. So worst case scenario, if John Roberts does preside over this, or if they happen to find another Supreme Court judge, or however that works, whatever strings they pull. Okay, whatever happens, there's a couple outcomes. One, the couple outcomes of an impeachment is one about stepping down. Well, you can't make Donald Trump step down. He's already stepped down. The other thing is that he would be disqualified to run again for office. However, a point was made from, again, Alan Dershowitz when he was talking about this, is that Trump should just go ahead and even if they handed out this impeachment, it's unconstitutional, and that he should just go ahead and run again in 2024 and not, and if the objection is raised, then they can deal with it and get a ruling. And of course, it should be unconstitutional. So, so as far as impeachment of Donald Trump, guys, it doesn't look like it's going to really happen or be able to formulate anything. They're also trying to push it back. So maybe as people start to forget about, and they start maybe moving away from their anger, because isn't it funny how we're still attacking Trump? And I don't mean we as in we. I meant we as in a country was stupid. The Democrats, right? Why are they still attacking Trump? I mean, good God, they cheated and defeated. They cheated and defeated. They got him out, or did they? So the next thing I want to talk about is I want to talk about the theory. There's a theory right now, and this is a very popular theory. This is probably like the most popular theory among Trump supporters right now. And that is that right now it's an illegitimate government. That there was provisions in the Constitution that the military, in the event of these type of things, the military can actually take control and get things back on path. And the current administration it's really just they're not really doing anything. So the point is, President Potato Head right now, he's sitting there, signing all these executive orders. And now one person said that, or I heard, and I think my wife even mentioned this, was that the executive orders didn't have actually any words on them. Now, I don't know if that's just the paper and the camera, and you just couldn't see the typo. I think, because I think they mentioned something like that about Trump one time. I don't know. But even if they did have writing on there, he's still signing these things, and supposedly he's signed 17 executive orders, right? So I want to enter potentially a piece of evidence. Now, somebody on the website or the Facebook group, one of you all, posted a picture of the Federal Register and was asking, what is this all about? So I wanted to bring that up to you guys. I like to try to do my research. Again, I don't know everything, but I try to do my research. So the Federal Register. So let's take a look at that. I'm actually going to let you guys take to see this too. So the Federal Register, as you can see, this is part of the National Archives. They archive all the executive orders. And if you look, I don't know if you guys can see my mouse on the screen, but if you look, it says all executive orders since 1994. And then you have an Excel. You've got Joe Biden, Donald Trump, Barack Obama, Bush, and Clinton. Again, all the way back to 94. This is the Federal Register. So they actually took the time to put Joe Biden in. This is, you can actually see what date, time, these are kept up to date. Now, if you go down here, you'll notice that you'll see each person that says executive order disposition tables. So you can see here where it says Donald Trump issued 217 executive orders between 2017 and 2021. Interestingly enough, you can see it's got each year and it's broke out by how many, right? Now, if you look up here at Joe Biden, it's, what does it say, folks? Joe Biden issued 0 executive orders between 21 and 2021. No executive orders issued. Well, that's odd, because have we not seen him doing those executive orders? I mean, isn't that kind of odd? He's done 17. I mean, he started the day of. But yet, according to the National Archives, they're saying no executive orders. So does that mean that either A, somebody is really lazy at updating the National Archives, or B, that our president Potato is not really our president, and maybe they're just letting him play president while the military is actually going to be in charge? It's an illegitimate government, and he's just writing useless orders and pretending. So that's why I wanted to show you guys. I'm not saying it's affirmative that it's a definite piece of evidence, but it really is suspicious, is it not? I mean, hello, you can see for yourself. Zero executive orders have been issued. Oops, I'm blocking it over for you, I think. Zero executive orders between 2021 and 2020. And that's tonight. This is this website. In fact, let me refresh it. Yep, just refreshed it. Yep, still zero. So, guys, really interesting. I don't know. So, again, this is part of that whole theory process. This is what we're talking about. Another thing so just to kind of wrap this up on as far as this point goes with the illegitimate government, I want this to happen. I think this is the most popular theory out there, and I think it's the last hope for us that they will come in, that the military, because again, they're increasing military presence supposedly. I haven't been able to actually confirm that. I didn't have enough time. I mean, I heard that, but again, I try to confirm when I say certain things to you guys. I want it to be somewhat factual when I say it. Now, if I'm wrong, guys, correct me in the comments or whatever. But supposedly they're even adding military. And again, I would love that to be the case. And again, if you're not for sure, I'm going to summarize it one more time. The military, there's a clause, there's basically some protection in our Constitution that if there's an illegitimate government, meaning that, again, stolen elections, whatever, the military can say nay, and they can say, you top people, you guys are illegitimate. They can be removed. The military can take over. And then, of course, they will have, military tribunals. They'll sentence people, whether it's treason, whatever the punishments are. Now, I have a money-making idea. This is just me. I just was thinking of this. Now, it might be a little sadistic, I imagine, but if the military does arrest a lot of top people and we have a lot of treasonous people in this country, why not pay-per-view the firing squad? I mean, seriously, think about it, man. Like, 2, 3, maybe have a headliner each night, work your way up to the season finale, right? Do some kind of pay-per-view. Anyways, and we could name it like Firing Squad Plus, $6 a month. Anyways, I'm sorry. I know it's morbid. But, a guy can dream, right? Okay, so anyways. Hey, if they're guilty, they're going to get execution, hopefully. So anyways, but yeah, the military will be able to take over the government and, try everybody, and they would hold elections, and we would basically put new people in there, or they may, I don't know if they would do the presidential election, but I'm pretty sure if they redid the presidential election, I guarantee I know who's going to win that one. It's going to be our boy, DT. All right. So let's talk some bad news. Yeah. So let's assume worst case scenario, and we are stuck with President Potato. Well, I can tell you this much. Right now, he's already said that there's no men's and women's sports. That's right. So men, if you want to crack at, If you're like one of those in shape and Iron Man, type individuals, and you want to crack it, holding some, maybe you want to go in the WNBA, right? There's no more WNBA, I'm sure. I'm sure it's just going to be called Basketball Association, just BA or NBA, and it'll just be all combined. NFL, why not? Just get some women out there, throw some pads on them. Anyways, it's going to be crazy. But apparently, they're no longer identifying genders. So isn't that awesome? So that means their little celebration of having the first female vice president, you can't because you got rid of genders. So suck it. All right. What else do we got, folks? What? Let's see. I'm gonna go back to share screen here. So, yeah, Terry Lynn, let's see, do that. I'm just checking some stuff out. Oh, and look at this. Say Biden administration or Biden admin to pipeline workers, you can find another job. Really? I mean, seriously, you can find another job. That's crazy. All right, so I just wanted to share that with you guys also tonight. But guys, I'm probably going to be wrapping it up here shortly. I just wanted to jump on here. I'm going to try to jump on here and have just some short videos. I don't want to drag them out too long. I want to have a good show for you guys. And I don't want to say show, but I want to have a good meeting with you guys. If you guys catch me in here, I want questions. If you guys have questions, comments, again, I don't have all the answers, but I'm going to help you guys find those answers. That's what we're here, folks. This is a movement. We need to all come together. So tonight, I wanted to try to bring you guys some answers. I wanted to try to bring you a little comfort. There's all kinds of topics. I've got some other stuff we're going to talk about on some other videos. So I'm excited to get to those topics. And so Terry Lynn, who's commenting as Patriot for American First. So it said that she wants all the evidence shown and Donald Trump back in the office. Again, I don't know legally how that would work. I think legally the best chance we have at this point is that Biden is a illegitimate president and the military is going to take control. They're going to recognize the evidence and say, because I don't know if you're the military, if you're the people that are the ones to decide whether you take control of the government. If you look at this evidence, I don't see how you can't. I mean, how can you not have known? And when we have hard evidence, that the physical stuff's out there, the testimonies are out there also to back up all that. So we have the evidence. So you would think that the military, if anybody, would have examined this evidence and made some type of, they probably would have had some kind of military court about it and deemed that yes, this evidence was, solid enough to say, yes, the election was fraudulent. Yes, the election was stolen in that sense. There's many players in this, blah, blah, blah. And unfortunately, yes, they're going to have to do a large investigation of this to find out who's who. So in that case, that's why I would say that they need to come in at some point here and declare an illegitimate government, so that way they can sort through the mess and say, okay, you're good, you're not good, you have connections. Because I guarantee you start taking down some of these people, they're going to start singing like a jaybird, right? They're going to be like, oh, man, he did it. Oh, yeah. He did it. Oh, yeah. So they will turn on each other. We'll get to the bottom of it. So they said it'll be a full trial, so I hope they will have everything ready to go to show that he won. So now, yeah, you're talking about the impeachment, right? So if the impeachment has a full trial, Now, the impeachment will be about him inciting the violence and the sedition, but I think I don't know how much evidence that will entertain of it, but I think that they can definitely find a way to say, look, all of this is because of this. Therefore, we need to show the evidence to support why we ended up in this place, in the first place, and why we ended up with these leftists and these extremists attacking the Capitol. How did that happen? Well, I'll tell you why. Here's the evidence: because of a stolen election. So hopefully that would be the way I would think they would want to try to handle it. Again, I just don't know if the judge is going to allow that. See, that's why I don't think John Roberts wants to take this case, because I don't think he wants to get put in that position when they start submitting evidence and things like that. I don't think he doesn't want to be in that position. So, but yeah, it'll be interesting. So, guys, I'm going to start wrapping it up. Thank you for joining me tonight. For those of you that popped in here, Mississippi popped in here. So, guys, remember, seek the truth and keep fighting, guys. Keep fighting. Patriots for America first. We got to get our voices. We got to get together. One voice, one strong, loud, giant voice. And then Terry Lynn, of course, at the last minute, as I'm trying to wrap up, she's like, look what I just posted. What did you just post? You're going to make me at the right end of the show. Everybody's clicking off now. Everybody's clicking off. And you're going to say, look what I just posted. Well, I see the Federal Register. All right. All right. Are you talking about this right here? Let's see what it says. Oh yeah. All right. So yeah, we'll end the show here. And I'm going to show you guys real quick. So this is something here that, in fact, I did actually hear about this today. But Revelations 17:4 in the King James Version, and the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color, and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand, full of abominations and filthiness of her fornication. So yeah, I actually did hear some people did talk about this. I just hadn't seen it yet. So one of my customers actually brought this up today. Actually, he was like, "Hey, I don't know if you know about Revelations, but hey," and he told me about it, because I do actually know about these things. I just never really had got to that part yet, or got to the part with her in the dress and putting the two together. So, so yes, folks. Hey, I don't know. Like they said, we're not going to know if we're really in end times. But I mean, if you start lining up things, man, I don't know. That's scary. That's scary. So, folks, but keep seeking the truth. Guys, let's go out. Find those voices. Please recruit. We got to get this going. Keep this movement going, guys. And listen, one more thing, real quick. If you want to volunteer for anything, if you want to help moderate, we need to help with chat moderation at times. We're going to need help with, not that I'm saying so far everybody's been good, but as we grow, as we come across some rotten potatoes, things like that. But also, if you want to start getting involved, email patriotsforamerica1st@gmail.com. Email us. Let us know you want to get involved, or if you want to say, hey, how can I help? What can I do? I want to get involved. I'm a leader. If you're a leader out there, if you're the type of person that likes to lead people, definitely hit us up. Let me know. I mean, because we're going to need to start local chapters. We've got to get our voices together. I'm trying to bring voices together. And I was talking to different people in the community today, and they want that. They really want to come together. They're like, yes, come on. We need to get our voices together. We need to get together. We need to make some things happen. So they want to do that. So the first step is get together. We've got to wrangle everybody in, folks. All right. We'll see you in the next one, guys. Thank you. Thank you. I said it was weird. Thank you.